My name is Phoebe Say, and baking is my passion. The best part about baking for other people is definitely seeing people's reactions and just getting to connect with people in that way and getting to bring people together over food. I've always really enjoyed that. I've always been a hands-on person, so I like that about baking. Yeah, and it's kind of just one of those feelings where everything kind of gets quiet and you're just kind of with the task that you like to do. Success can look different for different people, for sure. I'd say sometimes financially it can be a little discouraging. Owning your own bakery or being a baker, you don't necessarily make a lot of money, but again, I think doing something that you love and you enjoy doing kind of outweighs that. And I mean, sometimes if I mess up or I have to start something over, that can be discouraging. I'm kind of just oh, I suck at baking, why am I even doing this? But, mistakes happen, so just kind of learning from them and moving forward. And it's also kind of allowed me to just accept myself and that not everything has to be perfect all the time, and it can, in the end it'll still work out. I think it's always important kind of to check in with yourself and ask am I doing the thing that really makes me happy? For me, feeling happy in what I'm doing is a lot more important to me, and just feeling like I'm doing something that means something to me and I feel purposeful in it. Yeah, I think that's really important. Sometimes even myself, I feel like I can kind of lose sight of why I want to pursue baking and follow that dream. Yeah, I think in the end I'll be a lot happier with the decision to pursue something that I love. And I don't want to look back on my life and go, oh, I wish I'd pursued that, or get stuck in a job that I don't enjoy and just look back on things and wish I'd done them differently. So I think it's really special for people to pursue their passions and be happy doing that. It's one of those things that I can kind of just turn everything else off. I mean, throughout the day, we get so busy doing things. We're constantly moving, constantly going, and thinking about the million things we have to do. And so for me, baking is kind of that one excuse for me just to turn everything off and just focus on baking. And I really love that about it. I don't think I ever feel like I wish I went with something else. I think I'm actually really happy that I explored baking, because if you don't explore the things that you're interested, or you don't just jump in just to see how it turns out, and even if it doesn't turn out like you imagined, I think if I hadn't kind of seen where baking would go, I think I'd always wish that I had. So yeah, I think it's also to do it while you can, to try something new while you can, to follow passion while you can, and just kind of see where it goes. And if you end up changing in the process, or your dreams change in the process, that's okay too. But I'm definitely happy I tried it, for sure. I do really enjoy the artistic part and creative part of baking, but also just pleasing the customer and making people happy. That's also a really rewarding part. So having something turn out the way I've envisioned, or I imagine they would envision, is really important for me. I'd say my favorite part is the process of, you can start with just flour and eggs and some simple ingredients, and by the end of it you have this completely different thing that is completely different from what you started with. Yeah, you can then take that and share it with people. It's that feeling of, I've created something with my own two hands that can now be shared among friends and family. think everyone needs a little sweetness in their life, so that's why I love baking.